very happy birthday to the legendary James Gunn, who turns 59 today. The guy has earned his place as one of the best filmmakers in the comic book industry, and at 1 year off 60, this guy's not slowing down. He's giving us a whole new universe for us to enjoy. So here's my ranking of all 9 of his superhero projects. Last is his very first project, Super, which stars Dwight from The Office. Best way to describe this movie is Kick-Ass meets Taxi Driver, and in some respects it does live up to that. Other times it does feel like an overly mean-spirited comedy, but good first steps anyway for James Gunn in the comic book industry. Whilst I think John Cena as Peacemaker is phenomenal casting, I think season 1 of Peacemaker was not great. I did like when we focused on Robert Patrick as his dad, but when it focused on the alien aspects with the flies or whatever they were, I just did not care for that, and I didn't find the side characters all that interesting, apart from Vigilante. He was great. Hopefully season 2 can turn it round. Creature Commandos is both the best of James Gunn and the worst of James Gunn, because I really like this team and I like how each episode develops their backstory and we get to know them as people, but the last episode kind of drops the ball and I really think it should have been more episodes. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was honestly pure fluff, but considering we had Love and Thunder and Multiverse of Madness in the same year, this was a welcome surprise and I liked having Mantis at the forefront. So Superman, the one that kickstarts the DCU, it has its problems, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's a good layout for the DCU, so I'm looking forward to more projects. I think David Corenswet killed it as Superman, as did Rachel Brosnahan as Lois. It's just nice to see a Superman that is just hopeful and sweet and is a superhero. The Suicide Squad, definitely what I wanted the first time round. Love this team dynamic. Think they work brilliantly together. Nanawe, Ratcatcher, Starro at the end. One of the best DCEU villains. The first of the Guardians trilogy is the weakest because it does follow a formula like Infinity Stone, bad guy wants it. Ronan is just a very standard bad guy that you don't care for. But the team dynamic, that is when the movie really hits home. Guardians 2 to me was a step up because you know everyone by now, and it really gave a lot of characters time to shine, including Yondu, including Nebula, and everyone is just really funny and interesting, and I love Ego so much better than Ronan. But Guardians 3, I mean, this movie is a masterpiece. It's probably my favourite Marvel movie, period, because this was a movie that had the difficult task of wrapping up this trilogy of unlikely heroes, and unlike Ant-Man Quantumania, this is how you do a superhero trilogy. The gut-wrenching backstory with Rocket really sets it on a different level, and there are still some laughs here, but this is a very emotional movie with the most hateable bad guy in the High Evolutionary that I have ever seen, and the final dance at the end with Florence and the Machine is just, oh, it's just everything. I love this movie so much. It's a masterpiece.